Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to Social Science online teaching classes from Vishwa Manava Residential High School. I am Mahboobi, your social science teacher. My dear students, in the previous classes, we have learned life of Mahatma Gandhi ji. Then second point, Gandhiji beginning struggles in India. Third point, the achievements of Gandhiji. Fourth point, Jallianwala Bagh. Fifth point, Khilafat movement. Sixth point, non-corporation movement. Seventh point, civil disobedience movement. Then eighth point, Quit India movement. Then ninth point, round table conference. In this round table conference, we can see first round table conference, second round table conference and third round table conference. Then after the third point, that is Jayaprakash Narayan. Then last point, Subhash Chandra Bose and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Subhash Chandra Bose and Indian National Army, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and his reformations. These points we have already discussed in the lesson Gandhi era and national movement. My dear students, now let us continue part of this lesson. We are going to learn. One is Jawaharlal Nehru and second one is Muhammad Ali Jinnah. These points today we are going to discuss in this video in the lesson Gandhi era and national movement. Okay, my dear students, let's start. Jawaharlal Nehru. All of you know that, my dear students, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. All of you know that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was first Prime Minister of India. What are the major contributions of Nehru as the first Prime Minister of India? My dear students, that is very important question. Keep it in mind. What are the major contributions of Nehru as the first Prime Minister of India? Dear students, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru entered national freedom struggle through Home Rule movement. Then Nehru became the president of Lahore session of India. President of the Lahore session of Indian National Congress, Purna Swaraj goal was declared in this session. My dear students, Jawaharlal Nehru was first Prime Minister of India. All of you know that. He entered national freedom struggle through Home Rule movement. Then after, he became the president of Lahore session of Indian National Congress. Purna Swaraj. Purna Swaraj means that is complete freedom. Complete freedom. Purna Swaraj goal was declared in this session. In this session means president of Lahore session of Indian National Congress. Understand? Then the thinking of Nehru provided a new fillip to political activities. He was influenced by communist ideologies. As a result, Subhash Chandra Bose and Nehru founded a party, that is Socialist Congress Party, in the year 1934. Then after, Jawaharlal Nehru was the president of 49th session of Indian National Congress. As the Prime Minister of India, he can be seen as the architect of industrialization and modern India. My dear students, Jawaharlal Nehru influenced by communist ideologies. As the communist ideologies, as a result, the two great personalities, one is Jawaharlal Nehru and second one is Subhash Chandra Bose, founded a socialist Congress party. Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose founded a socialist party, Socialist Congress Party, in the year 1934. Then after, Jawaharlal Nehru was the president of 49th session of Indian National Congress. As a result, we can see he can be seen as an architect of industrialization and modern India. My dear students, then after, Jawaharlal Nehru became instrumental in the integration of India, which was achieved through Home Minister of his cabinet. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he became the Iron Man of India, who was successful in bringing all the princely states of India together. All of you know that. Understand? Nehru became the instrumental in the integration of India through the Home Minister of his cabinet, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he became the Iron Man of India, who was successful in bringing all the princely states of India together. He also laid foundation for the diverse culture of India by implementing language-based reorganization of state policy. Understand? He had firmly believed that one complete industrialization can bring the development. Jawaharlal Nehru, he founded for the diverse culture of India by implementing language-based reorganization of state. Foundation for the diverse culture of India by implementing language-based reorganization of state policy. Then after, he believed that one complete industrialization can bring the development. Then we can see the development of the infrastructure and the heavy industrialization through this 5 years plans with the aim of mastering atomic energy, and he laid the foundation for that under the leadership of H.J. Baba. Under the leadership of H.J. Baba, he laid the foundation with the aim of mastering atomic energy. Understand? Then, India wanted to stay away from both the powerful blocs of Cold War period and advocated non-aligned movement. He had maintained friendly relationship with China through Panchashila principles. Jawaharlal Nehru was the instrumental in staying away from power policies by Panchashila principles. Then the Jawaharlal Nehru was died in the year 1964. That is the major contributions of Jawaharlal Nehru. My dear students, keep it in mind, very important. What are the major contributions of Jawaharlal Nehru, or what are the major contributions of Nehru as the first Prime Minister of India? These are the contributions of Jawaharlal Nehru. Then let's move on. Another important concept in this lesson we are going to discuss, that is partition of India. First of all, in the partition of India, we can see Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muhammad Ali Jinnah joined Indian National Congress in the year 1906. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he joined the Indian National Congress in the year 1906. Then Jinnah worked as the private secretary to Dadabhai Naoroji. His popularity grew more after he argued in favor of Tilak in the litigations against. My dear students, all of you know that in the partition of India we can see first of all Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muhammad Ali Jinnah joined the Indian National Congress in the year 1906 and he worked as the private secretary to Dadabhai Naoroji. He became the popularity grew more after he argued in the favor of Bal Gangadhar Tilak in the litigations against. He joined Home Rule League in many of these conferences. Then after, he joined the Home Rule League movement in many of the conferences. He argued in the favor Hindu-Muslims unity. In the year 1916, in the many of the conference, he argued in the favor of the Hindu and Muslims unity. Then, he resigned from his membership of Legislative Council opposing the Implementation Rowlatt Act. Then after he declared himself Nationalist Muslim in the Round Table Conference. Understand? First of all, he resigned from his membership of the Legislative Council. Then after opposing the implementation of the Rowlatt Act, then he declared himself as the Nationalist Muslim in the Round Table Conference. Then the Muhammad Ali Jinnah changed his strategies when the Muslim League and Congress failed to form a government in the year 1937. Understand? When the Freedom Declaration was near, he increased his pressure for the creation of independent Pakistan. He was successful in creating Pakistan during the Declaration of Independence. Understand? Then we can see the partition of India. My dear students, all of you know that in the national freedom struggle, the Indian National Congress had the vision of free, independent, united India. In the national freedom struggle, the Indian National Congress had the vision of free, independent, united India. But Muhammad Ali Jinnah kept putting pressure for an independent Pakistan in the Lahore session of Muslim League in the year 1940. Understand? Then after, Muhammad Ali Jinnah declared Hindu and Muslims cannot make one nation. Once again I repeat, in the partition of India, in the national freedom struggle, the Indian National Congress had the vision of free, independent, united India. Understand? But Muhammad Ali Jinnah kept putting pressure for the independent Pakistan in the Lahore session of Muslim League in the year 1940. Then Muhammad Ali Jinnah has declared that Hindus and Muslims cannot make one nation. In the Labour Party came to power in the England after the end of the Second World War. After the end of the Second World War, Labour Party came to power in England. It tried to find solutions for the political problems of India. Understand? Then it sent a cabinet mission to have discussions on giving self-rule rights to India. This mission had the discussion with Muslim League and Indian National Congress. Understand? Then after, my dear students, it also suggested the formation of the assembly to formulate constitutions, but their difference over the formation of Muslim League. But the differences over the formation of the government between Indian National Congress and the Muslim League. The Muslim League called for the Direct Action Day on August 16, 1947. In the year August 16, 1947, the Muslim League called for the direct action. Understand? As a result, we can see the communal clashes has been together. When the government between the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League called for the Direct Action Day on the year August 16, 1946. As a result, we can see the communal clashes took place in various parts of the country. Many Muslim leagues did not participate in the Constituent Assembly. The British were also interested in creating division between Hindus and Muslims. Understand? It can be noticed that the British had tried to protect their self-interest during the division of Bengal and the implementation of 1909 Act. These situations created in these associations had partition ideas. Understand? That is partition of India. Then after, the relationship between Muslim League and the Indian National Congress, the British government sent Lord Mountbatten as a viceroy to India. After the relationship between the Muslim League and the Indian National Congress, the British government has been sent the viceroy of India, that is Lord Mountbatten. In the year 1946, the Lord Mountbatten held discussions with Gandhiji. On the year 1946, the Lord Mountbatten held discussion with Gandhiji. Then the Muhammad Ali Jinnah and other leaders to prepare a plan for the partition of India. Finally, in July 1947, the Bill of India Independence took the shape of in the partition of India. Then in the year 1947, August 15th, two new nations of India and Pakistan were born. First of all, my dear students, in the relationship between the Muslim League and the Indian National Congress declared, the British government sent the viceroy of India, to India, that is Lord Mountbatten. In the year 1946, Lord Mountbatten held discussions with the Mahatma Gandhiji, Jinnah and other leaders, Muhammad Ali Jinnah and the other leaders, to prepare a plan for the partition of India. In that year, 1947 July, the Bill of India Independence took the shape of an act. On August 15th, 1947, the two nations were born. One is India, second one is Pakistan. Understand? Then after we can see the two nations were born. One is Pakistan, second one is India. Then the Radcliffe Commission marked the boundaries between the two nations. One is Pakistan, second one is India. Then the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru took as the first Prime Minister of India in the year 1947. When the two nations has been divided, then after the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as became the first Prime Minister of India. Understand? Then, my dear students, on January 30th, 1948, January 30, 1948, Mahatma Gandhi ji, who was a great leader of peace between two religions, one is Hindu and another one is Muslims. In the year 1948, the Mahatma Gandhi ji was a harbinger. He was a great personality. He was a great leader in the freedom struggle of peace between the two religions. One is Hindu and another one is Muslims. Was shot dead by Nathuram Godse. Then we can see Mahatma Gandhi ji was killed. The ideals propagated by him like equality, social justice, human reflections and desire for the human unity have remained the ideals of entered the humanity. That is the partition of India. Understand? So, in this video, we have learned the contributions of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and the second one is partition of India. In the lesson, Gandhi era and national movement. My dear students, in this lesson, we have learned life of Gandhiji, Gandhiji's beginning struggle in India, the achievements of Gandhiji, Jallianwala Bagh, Khilafat movement, non-corporation movement, civil disobedience movement, Quit India movement, Round Table Conference, Jayaprakash Narayan, Subhash Chandra Bose, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Jawaharlal Nehru and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. These points we have discussed in the lesson Gandhi era and national movement. My dear students, Gandhi era and national movement chapter is completed. Okay, thank you.